So today we are going to see how to take assessments using the class notebooks. At this point, I'm going to assume that you already know about the class notebooks, you know the basic sections of the notebooks, you know how to create the pages or to create the sections. Now, how to assign or how to give an assignment to a class or a group of students. There are some specific steps that need to be followed. The first step is you have to create the assignment page. For this, I am going to use my own class notebook for my ICT class from grade 8. Now, as you can see, I am in my ICT section. These are all the pages, and I have arranged the pages according to the chapters. I had already assigned the tasks page to the students. Now I have to assign the book activities page to the students. The page is already created. If you want to know how to create the page, it's simple enough. You open the section, you add the new page, and the title or whatever task the students are supposed to do. You can insert the printouts of the files of the PDF, or you can insert the images, or you can just mention the question number from the book. Now, at this point, only my page is made. I have not distributed or given this page to any other student section. So this is our first step to create the assignment page. The second step is to assign the page to the students. Now, easy enough, we can distribute the page from the class notebook. We will be seeing that as well. But there are actually two ways that you can assign this page to the students, and we are going to see both of them one by one. Either you can give this page or distribute this page through the assignments, or you can distribute this page through the class notebook page distribution option. So first I'm going to see this, I'm going to show this, the simple page distribution from your class notebook. You have to select the page, the one that you want to give to the students. Now again, please note that right now this page is only in the content library. Select the page, go to the class notebook from the menu, and the first option that you see is the distribute page. Now we have different options in the distribute page as well. You can the most simple one is a distribute page. Now this one will distribute this page to all the students of the class. What if you have a new student or any in your class and you want to distribute the previous assignments? So you would want to use the individual distribution in that case. Or if you want to give some extra work for extraordinary students, so you can use this option as well. Group distribution can also be used if you want to do if you have groups in your classes and you want to have different assignments from your group, and for example for bio students or for ICT students, these are the two groups of the same class. So for me, I have created the group for each class, for each of my class. But for all of the rest of the subjects, this option is not really useful. So you can leave this. Another one is a cross notebook distribution. Now this is extremely useful when you are taking, for example, more than one section, 2 or 3 sections of the same grade, and the same page needs to be given to all the classes at the same time. Now we need to take care of few things when we are doing the cross notebook distribution. First of all, the subject section names have to be exactly the same. Let's see this. Now you would want to select which notebooks or which other classes you would want to send this distribute this page to. For example, I'm going to select my other classes. Right now, this is 8E and okay, this one. So two notebooks are selected. You can go to next, and in this one, this will only come if your the names of the notebooks or the sections of your subjects are exactly the same. And then you can select the section and the page will be distributed to the different classes. So this is one way to distribute. I'm going to just select the simple distribute or group distribution for my case. I have made the group as the ICT group, and it will ask you that which section you want to distribute this page to. So I will select the ICT page, distribute. So it will take some time. You can also check if the page has come in the students side. As you can see, this is the new page that has been added. So this is one way of distribution. Let's see the other way of distribution. For that, I will have to delete this because already it has been distributed. So this is also useful when you need to maybe change something in the assignment, maybe you miss something. So instead of going to every student section and then updating your page, you can simply delete your page and it will ask you any pages that you have already distributed. It will ask you which page do you want to delete. And I want to delete this one, book activities. You can see the page has gone. Now that was one way of doing the distribution. Another way to distribute the page is through the assignments from the teams. We will open our team app and you can see the class notebook is already open. I will also tell you that why or how these two ways are different. When we are distributing through the notebook itself, we cannot assign a deadline to that page. There is no, especially if you use it for the assessment, then you cannot have a deadline for this page. This is not a feature of the OneNote. But of course, this is useful for the homework, like if you want to keep it open. But yes, there is a manual way that you can lock the page after the verbal deadline has passed. If you have told the students that you have 2 days or the weekend to complete the assignment, so after the deadline has passed, you can open the page and you can lock it. We will look into that as well. Right now, let's focus on the distribution through the assignments. When you're doing it with the assignment, you will be creating the assignment and you'll be attaching the resource of our class notebook in the assignment. Right now, I'm going to create a new assignment. Now, again, remember that already there is a page in the content library. To distribute the page using the assignments, you don't need to do the separate distribution. So assignments will do it on its own. This is the, make sure you properly name your assignment so that the students know which subject it belongs to. Either you can add the subject over here or you can add the category of your subject. You can use the instructions, whatever instructions that you want to include. And this is the important part, the resources. add the resource. Now, remember in this one, you can add a new file also. You can add separate files, not attach it with the notebook. That is something else. But right now we want to attach our notebook with the assignments. So I'm going to select the class notebook. Now it will ask you where is the page. Now in this case, you have only option of one page to attach in the assignment. So go to the content library and our subject and the page, the latest page, book activities, attach. Now you can see this, students edit their own copy. This is the important part. Automatically assignments has done this option for you. Choose the student section in the notebook where you want to copy this page. I want this to be copied in the ICT section in the notebook. This is the student sections. Done. That's it. So whatever points, if you want to add the points, rubrics are extremely good for this assignments, and you can add the rubrics. If you have the whole student, all the students, then of course you can assign to all the students. But for me, I want to assign to specific students. So just I'm going to select those students who take ICT with me. Okay, so 13 students will be assigned this assignment. Now here is the important part, the due date. The due date is, it tells the one day, it gives one day, but I want to give, for example, till Saturday. Time due, if you want to give a time. Now again, another thing that you can turn off, the assignment will post immediately with late turn-ins allowed. Now this is important when you give, for example, the exams or the test. You don't want late turn-ins. Edit, and over here, if you want to post this assignment in the future, maybe after 2 days or maybe on the weekend, then you can have the you can schedule to assign this in the future, and the due date and the closing date. So you want to turn on the closing date, and it will ask that if you want the same the due date or the deadline as the closing date. Now assignment posts immediately and is due on Saturday, November 7 at 11:59 p.m. Late turn-ins not allowed. Done. And then assign. Now let's see our notebook. Hopefully it would have been synced already. Now see, the book activities page has come. Now this page has been distributed through the assignments, not from the distribute page option. The main difference in both the ways is when you distribute the page using the class notebook distribute page option, you cannot have the deadline. But when you do it with the assignments, you have the deadline and you are using the class notebook page, so that the students basically they will be editing their own one notebook page and they will be turning in it as an assignment. You can open this and you can see, you can check the student view, and this is how the students will see it. When they click on this page, the OneNote will open within the assignments tab, and then they can edit the notebook, edit in the browser or edit in the desktop app. It's up to the student. They can edit in the browser and everything will be added over here. So this is how you connect the assignments with the notebook. This is extremely useful when you have the deadlines and you don't want to the students to give any late turn-ins. So this was how you can assign the page to the students through the assignments and through the class notebook page distribute. Now we have seen both the ways how to create the deadline, how to lock the page after the deadline. Now we have seen in the assignments that automatically the page will be locked after the deadline. You don't have to do anything on your own. When the deadline has passed for the assignment, the notebook page that is was attached with the assignment will be automatically locked. This is the automatic lock using the assignments. But what if you did not use the assignments, you distributed it manually? So how to do that? For example, this one. This page I did not assign using the assignments tab. I distributed it manually. So what if now I don't want students to add anything to it? What I will do is I will review the student work. I will review the student work, and then it will ask me for any distributed pages, it will ask me which page do you want to review. Select your section and then select the page that you want to review. For example, it is the task page. When you click on the page, select next, and here comes the page locking. You can see the first name, the last name, and you can see the Fatma Rahman. This her page is already locked. Page locking can be done like this. You can just select, unselect. Sometimes you might want to give another chance to the student, so you can unlock this one as well, or you can lock it and apply. So when you lock the page, then the students cannot change anything on the page. This you will have to do this if you distribute the page from here. Okay, so I'm going to unlock it because there my students are still doing the assignment, and apply. There is also one more thing that is very useful when you do the assignments option. Now, how to review the page? For example, I want to see this page. I want to see the student page or this page. Okay, automatically the page of the student will open, and then you can see all the pages separately. And you can check every work and you can give the marks over here. Also, when you distribute the pages, when you review the student work, you have to, of course, do the checking over here. You'll have to manually record the marks with you. Now, this is another, a drawback of using the distribute page using the class notebook. Although it's technically not a drawback if you want to have the marks manually recorded with you or on your computer, so you can still use this part. But when you have the assignment, I'm going to open as another assignment. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the student work, and I can check the tasks over here. I can enter the feedback. This is extremely important for the students to have the feedback from the teacher. And Teams has given us this opportunity that without, we are not just giving the marks, we're giving valuable feedback for the student to improve for the next quiz or for the next task. So you can enter your feedback and you can provide the points, although no points were provided in this task. So there's no points or the options over here. But if it was a test, then you could, if you had given the points when doing the assignment, then you would give the points and they will come over here. And then you can return the assignment, which will inform the student that your assignment has been returned, and the marks will be shown to the student. Whenever you give the grades using the assignments, there's another toolbar. This is all in the general tab, general channel. There's another at the tab at the top, the grades. Again, this is kind of a grade book, a digital grade book for all the students. And this gives the overall view of all the assignments that the students have submitted. What is the status of the assignment? You can see the student has viewed, turned in. The marks, don't worry, these are very wrong marks. I have to recheck them. And then you can go over here also, turn in. See, the student has turned in all the assignments, Arabic marks, bio marks. I don't know why the bio marks are coming for this student. We have the English marks, all the grades of the student can be viewed. And from the student side, basically, of course, they won't be able to see the marks of the all the students, but the student will be able to see the marks of their own. So this is very useful for the parents feedback as well, to provide something to the parents that they can open and they can see all the marks or the status of all the assignments. So basically, we are still using the notebooks in the assignments, but we are assigning it through the assignments tab. This is the difference. Whatever you feel comfortable with, it should be done. You can review the student work over here and you can manually provide the marks, but of course the OneNote cannot record the student marks. It is not a grade book, although you can create a new page in your content library or your teacher only section. There's a teacher only section where you can, for example, you can make the page grade book, you can make a table and you can record the marks of all the students. But again, this is kind of a manual thing or as well. This is not automatic, unlike in the assignments. Step 4, we have seen the step 4, review student work and the grading. We have seen the step 5 as well. We see now, you see that you have two ways to use the class notebook assessments. You can assign the page using the assignment, then review it within the assignment and use the grading tab for the students, or you can distribute the page manually and then you can review the page using the class notebook. Thank you and have a nice day.